Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you're recovering. As we can see, the market is trying to do that. Yesterday was a stressful day for a lot of you, including myself, I'd say a bit, but I don't panic, guys. I'm here for the long term. I know that's normal. When prices go down, eventually they'll go up, and as we can see, the one coin that I've been backing quite heavily as of lately, Ethereum, is doing just fine. It's almost back at $400, so I think the $500 that I've talked about in my previous videos, and which I believe in that it will reach by the end of the year, will happen much quicker than that, especially with the uncertain things surrounding Bitcoin at the moment and all the wrong things happening around Bitcoin, the high network fees, the slow transaction, the talk of Bitcoin splitting into two coins, kind of like Bitcoin is currently self-destructing itself, but we wait and see. But Ethereum, I'm very happy with it. I'm also believing in Bitcoin, but for me at the moment, it's all about Ethereum. Now, before I get into the video actually that I want to talk to you about today, I also want to talk very quickly in regards to long term, because someone asked me yesterday, what do I mean by long term holding? And of course, long term means you gotta hold for long. You're not earning and then cashing out immediately, you're holding. But long term, guys, for everyone could be different. For me, I look at two things. One, I set the price I want to cash out or the time I want to hold. And whichever comes first, I may cash out when that happens, or I may evaluate the situation and continue to hold. And I advise you to do the same. Set yourself a goal, 2 years for instance, to hold, depending of your situation, depending what you want to achieve, and a certain amount of money. So let's say for you could be $1,000. Whatever comes first, if you want cash out, even before that, if you need or if you want cash out, don't be greedy, guys. If you're happy with what the coin, for instance, Ethereum has reached, and you're happy with the cash out and the money you're gonna make, then do it. Don't be greedy. However, if you wanna wait, if your goals hasn't come up yet, then wait for the goals. Once they have come up, and you wanna evaluate and possibly continue to hold for the next goals, then do that as well. But remember, be smart, do your own calculation, in a way follow your instincts, and yeah, you can listen to what I'm saying, you can watch what I'm doing, but then again, I'm not a financial advisor. I do believe in what I'm doing. I can't predict the future, but I do believe in that, because if you've been following me, you know I have invested in Ethereum mining quite heavily. 3 mining rigs with 18 GPUs, Genesis mining constantly upgrading my Ethereum contract. Definitely, I believe in the future of Ethereum, and I believe in the profits that I can make. So if you do believe in the same thing, but you have to believe it yourself. You have to be happy with your investment. You have to be happy in what you're investing, and yeah, don't try to compete with others as well, guys. This is, I think, very wrong when you see someone doing something, and don't try to do the same, because somebody could have more money than we have. That doesn't mean if someone buys 2,000 mega hashes of Ethereum, I can go and compete because they're gonna make this amount of money. Do what you feel comfortable of doing, and remember, invest with money that you can afford not to see back for a while, or you can even afford to lose if something should go wrong. Mining and even buying and holding is not it's not a quick thing. It does take time for the profits to start rolling, especially if you want to see much greater profits. Now, of course, people with lots of money, they can clearly see, especially if they're trading, they can clearly make some profits quick. Like for instance, if they bought 1 month ago and yesterday they sell at 400, and then when it drops to 320 they buy again, then yeah, more power to them, but they have the money to do that. If you're a small investor like myself, and you're mining, it's gonna take a while, but we will get there eventually, guys, and we will also make good profits out of this mining and this Ethereum, or if you're backing any other, obviously, currency. Now, the thing I want to talk to you in this video, guys, is in regards to don't mine but buy less profitable coins. I know I always preach don't put all your eggs in one basket, and I still very much believe in that. So I understand when we go for different contracts, let's say with Genesis mining. At the moment, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, and this is why actually when you go to cloud mining company like Genesis mining or any other, they have more options, so people can actually invest into different options. So they don't stick all their money in one thing, and if something goes with that one contract, they obviously are stuck. So more power in investing into different contracts, but I also believe sometimes to make greater profits, we gotta take an extra risk in order to achieve that. And what I mean by that is, for instance, guys, I'm gonna look at these three contracts currently. Same thing you can do with your mining rig, because with the mining rig, for instance, you can mine different coins. So if you want, you can do the same thing, or you can, again, you can, if you have a few mining rigs, you can one mine Ethereum, the next one Ethereum Classic, and so on. So you have options. However, if you do want to achieve, probably at the moment at least, greater results, I say the money to invest in are in Ethereum mining, and with the profits you're making, you can go ahead and invest in any other coins. So you do have options. What you have to remember, guys, is that any of the contracts, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and Monero contract, when you go to mining allocation, they have other options in there as well. So for instance, for me, Ethereum contract, I'm not worried I'm investing heavily into it, because I know I can always switch it to Ethereum Classic. And while I'm talking about this, let me quickly just also talk about POS. A lot of people talk about POS, should I invest, POS is coming, all this. First of all, we don't know when POS is coming. Nobody knows this. Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be next year? We don't know. Second, when that happens, we don't know, is this really going to make GPU mining not profitable? Because I don't think POS will be from POS to POS will happen overnight. I think it's going to be slowly. So it eases the process and everything works smoothly. So I think they will work together alongside for a while. So we will still be able to mine with the contracts or with the mining rigs. If the POS eventually does happen 100%, then I think just like now, we can easily swap our rigs to mine something else, or with Genesis mining, we can easily swap in mining and location to mine something else. And I'm sure Genesis mining will choose a very profitable coin on the place of Ethereum when the POS happens, and let's say the GPUs cannot mine any more Ethereum. And you know what? I'm staying positive, and I even believe that you never know. After whatever the POS happens, there may be a coin that we can mine and maybe make us even more money than Ethereum is making us right now. This is possibility. We just have to wait and see. So we just have to be positive and believe in what we're doing, guys. So that's my take on the POS. Nothing to worry there. Everything will be all right. That's how I see things. So moving on to what I was talking, let me show you now what I mean by invest into a contract that makes you more money and then buy the less profitable coins. So I'm going to look into the three contracts in here. You can do this with your calculation with other coins if you want and see what the outcome is. But I'm going to look at it with the three coins in here so I can show you what I mean. So for instance, we're investing $2,800 for 100 mega hash Ethereum. Now, if you do use my 3% discount code, this will cost you $2,716, which is still a good save, and it helps me a bit. And I really appreciate it. The support you've been giving me, guys, has been overwhelming on my YouTube channel. Via Genesis Mining using my 3% discount code. It's just been incredible, and I can't thank you enough. I am producing great content for you guys. Hopefully you're learning, and at the same time I'm also investing pretty much everything that I earn from Genesis Mining back into the contract using your codes and supporting you back and just helping each other. So 100 mega hash is $2,716. Now the same thing with Bitcoin to achieve 2,600 for 20 terahashes, and also another 1.5 terahashes for $225, bringing the total of $2,825. 21.5 terahashes. If you do use my 3% discount code, will actually cost you $2,740. Now for the Monero, what it is right here, to achieve this, 3,000 hashes for $2,400, and another $416 for 500 mega hashes, bringing the total to 3,500 hashes for $2,730. So Bitcoin contract, it's an open-ended contract. A lot of people get confused. Lifetime contract, it is not a lifetime or an open-ended, which means if the contract is no longer profitable, it will come to an end. And it could be quicker than the 2-year, let's say, Ethereum contract. We never know, but it could. It may take longer. So you want to obviously know that when you're investing. So also the Bitcoin contract has a mining maintenance. It's about, I put it around 35% more or less. So this is how much you're gonna have to pay in maintenance from the earnings you're making. Now the Monero and the Ethereum contracts, they're 2-year contracts. whatever you invest in, that will be it. No maintenance fee, not further cost, unless you obviously want to reinvest. But let's look at the numbers with the initial investment, let's say, or with your upgrade. So 21,500 gigahashes for the 21.5 terahashes. Let's hit calculate and see what the profits are. Don't worry about the break even because we're looking here dollars. Daily 14.33, weekly $100, and monthly 430, annually $5,223, which is not bad at all, guys. Very good, but I think Ethereum is still better. Moving on to the Monero, hit the calculate. So the dollars, we can immediately see they're much less, 11.95. Let me just make sure. Yeah, weekly 83, monthly 358. 1 second, let me just double check. Yep, so monthly 358 and annually $4,360. So this is what will be it with the Monero contract. Not bad numbers. We can clearly see that the Bitcoin is the better choice from the two. However, with the Ethereum contract, if I hit calculate, look at those numbers, guys. $24 per day, 170 per week, 731 a month, and annually 8,900. And this is what I'm talking about. Why, for instance, buy a Monero contract? And this is the reason I don't buy a Monero contract. I would buy always the Ethereum contract with the numbers I'm seeing today. What you have to remember is those numbers could change, and at certain point Monero could be more profitable in Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever. They could change, and this is why we have this calculation. This is why we have so many tools that we can use to see how things are going with the profits, and we can always adjust. But the video I'm making, I'm going to use the numbers we can see in front of us, and we can see that and this is what I believe in. I would invest into the Ethereum contract, get my $8,900, and then if I want, with the profits I'm making, I can clearly invest and buy myself the, let's say, the 82 coins that I would have mined with the same amount of money with the Monero contract, and still have got more money left that I can keep in the Ethereum, or I can invest in in another coin, guys. So for me, this is what you call a smart investment, looking where you can make the most amount of money, and then if you want to versatile and have a portfolio with different coins, invest the money and buy those coins rather than going mining it. Because you can see, if you invest this pretty much the same amount of money, you're only going to make $4,300 with Monero or $5,000 with Bitcoin. Well, why not make $8,900 with Ethereum? That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Of course, you don't have to do it. That's what I'm doing, because I think for me this is the best way of doing it. Because again, as I said, I'm earning, and I can pretty much daily go and buy Monero, or buy Steam, or buy whatever, Pascal, Zcash, whatever I feel like. But at least I'm making the most amount of money I can be making, rather than making much less money. It's no point. At the same time, if you want, you can go and sign a Monero contract and mine Monero, but it doesn't make sense to me if you're doing that. You can clearly buy the Monero, and yes, Ethereum may switch to POS and they could something happen, but then again, you can always switch and mine another coin. Well, this is what I really want to share with you guys. Hopefully you earned you learned something from the video, and what I was trying to say is that yes, don't mind, but buy less profitable coins. Hope you enjoyed it. If you are, feel free to subscribe and share. And also, if you do think of upgrading with Genesis Mining, feel free, again, as I said, to use my 3% discount code, which you can find in the description section or in the comment section. And I'll be very grateful for it. You can invest as much as you want. I'm not saying you should go for 100 mega hashes or $2,800. You can obviously invest less. You can invest more. It's up to you. Just be happy with your investment. Thank you for watching, guys. Everything will be alright. I think a lot of money to be made still. Well, we can see Ethereum has dropped a bit, but nothing to worry there, guys. Price will be going up again. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.